to Foundation Focus. I'm Tom Jones with the St. Lucie Education Foundation. And in this program, we're going to preview our 2016 calendar. The Education Foundation is the only not-for-profit organization in St. Lucie County that is dedicated solely to supporting the public school district. And we do this by providing grants to our teachers and scholarships to our students. And we've been doing this for 25 years, and we're just going to keep on doing it. One of the signature events for the school district is the annual Night of the Stars event. And the foundation is privileged to be a sponsor as well as a benefactor for the Night of the Stars. And my very special guest today is Candace Stone, who is the district coordinator of employee recognition. And welcome, Candace.
Thank you, Tom.
The Night of the Stars is has been going on for a number of years. And I'm wondering if you can just start off and tell the audience what the program actually is, because although it's very popular at the school district, I think maybe some of the audience is not familiar with the program.
Yes, the Night of the Stars is one of the signature events for the foundation. Actually, what happens is it's where we will honor our first-year Teacher of the Year for the district. We'll also honor our Teacher of the Year for the district, as well as our Distinguished Minority Teacher of the Year and our School-Related Teacher of the Year. That means that all of our schools will have an opportunity to have someone in each category, so there will be nominees everywhere. And from that, we have this extravagant event that one could only think of as the red carpet event, sir.
I've never been to one of them, and I've heard a great deal about it. I'm certainly looking forward to it. This year is on Saturday, February the 20th at Lincoln Park Academy. And the program actually unfolds a little bit earlier, correct? I mean, there's a lot of background work, and I know you lead this. And what I learned about you is that you're a very good organizer. And it's sort of like herding cats. I mean, a lot of people have different roles, but you do a great job in making sure that we all stay on point. But the program actually unfolds with nominations, right?
Yes, it actually does. The program actually starts, it's in my brain about July. And then we actually start meeting August, September. Then from there we solicit our schools to ask them to choose nominees in those 4 categories, which are First-Year Teacher of the Year, Distinguished Minority Teacher of the Year, School-Related Employee of the Year, and also Teacher of the Year.
Now, as the nominations unfold, first of all, this is a big secret. It's really kept very close. And then there's a group that meets in the superintendent's office, and then we all go in our cars and we kind of crowdsource, I guess, a school, and we surprise the nominee.
Correct. What actually happens is for 2 of our areas, which would be School-Related Employee of the Year and also Teacher of the Year, in December, we go out just like it's a red wagon. We have a whole group or an entourage of people, which include the sponsor, our Education Foundation, our school board members, our deputy superintendent, our also our school board chair, and we have several people to actually come. And then we announce that School-Related Employee of the Year, and then in January, which we just did that 2 days ago, we announced the 3 finalists for the Teacher of the Year.
You know, I could tell you when we surprised Mr. Johnson over at the school, he was, first of all, genuinely surprised, but you can tell he was touched. And what made it even more special was that we do this right inside the school classroom, and you could tell the students really loved Mr. Johnson. He's a great teacher. And so as we went through all of these surprises in the nomination, you really get to see the hard work that our teachers are doing, and it's really great. It really is.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about how what happens that night? Because you said it's a red carpet, okay, and it's a big deal. It's live on television, I'm sure, and it's filmed. I know we all have these parts, but I know it's very well organized, and it starts off at 5 o'clock. There's a VIP reception, correct?
Correct.
And that's sponsored by many businesses, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And it's also all that money that is raised from the sponsorship goes back to the foundation. So thank you. It's really great. So walk us through a little bit, or just give us a little peek as to what the celebration might look like?
Okay. If I were a nominee and I were waking up on February 20th, 2016, I'd wake up and then I'd make sure I was arrived on time at 5 p.m. and I'd start off in the cafeteria. And that's where our reception will be held, and we will have nice hors d'oeuvres served for our people that attend. While that's going on, you'll hear beautiful symphony music that will be playing from the orchestra. And along with that, we will announce the 3 school-related Employee of the Year. They will be announced, as well as our Teacher of the Year. And that will be announced hopefully by Dr. Prince or Dr. Wild. And what will be going on in the next room is there will be a photo room. So you'll have the opportunity to take a photo with the superintendent along with the school board chair. Then about maybe 5:55, the event starting at 6, I'll head on to the auditorium and I'll decide, oh my, I better get a good seat, because it'll be atmosphere of surprise and just exuberance that rings throughout that room. And I'd sit down, I'd wait, I'd watch, and I'd enjoy the night. And it should be great people on stage with class acts, along with our superintendent. You'll be there, of course, handing out different trinkets or tokens of appreciation. And then, of course, Herff Jones will be there as well. And then, of course, that night we will announce our 4 winners in those categories. But what's really neat about it is that every nominee will be announced in a dignified and respectful manner, and it makes you feel like what I'm doing matters, because so many times we have our educators and different people and support staff, we don't get enough thank yous, and they're doing so much to help our students today. And I don't know anyone who could have made it without a teacher or one of the school-related personnel, so we want to thank them.
That sounds terrific. Now, this program is held at Lincoln Park Academy, and it's not open to the public because there's limited seating, even though there's seats for hundreds and hundreds of guests. Okay, it's really limited to the staff, I guess, and the families of the individual that are nominated.
That's correct.
Okay, I was just thinking someday we probably have to build a huge auditorium, a much larger one, to accommodate everyone who would want to come.
Yeah,
that
would be great.
I'm looking forward to it. Now, just a couple of questions. You've been doing this for a number of years?
Well, actually, I've been on the committee for over 10.
Okay.
And I've worked in various capacities. But what happened was about 4 years ago, I was asked by Mr. Lannon in his last year of retirement, before he retired, to actually take on this task. And I accepted it because he thought I could. And from there, I've led the charge, and I've had total support from everyone from the top, around, and foundation. So it has been a great task, but every time you stop and you think about what you're doing for people and how great you make people feel because they're doing so much for our students, it's more than worth it.
Now, just a question. Are there any surprises for this year from, say, next year? Are you planning anything different? Or, now, I know you keep a lot of things secret, and that's okay, but I'm just curious, is it going to be pretty much the same, which I think is a great celebration, or are there any little surprises that might come out?
Well, normally there's always a surprise, because it wouldn't be Candace Stone if we didn't have something spectacular.
Well, we're looking forward to that.
But we'll keep that under wraps.
Okay. Well, that's terrific. Now, even though this is a terrific event for that moment and that evening, after the event is over, there's ongoing things that take place. We have recognized the Teacher of the Year and other categories. So there's ongoing things that take place, like the state level and all of that?
Correct. What actually happens is, once they've been recognized as Teacher of the Year and School-Related Employee of the Year, we're required to send that information on to the state. And from that, they will compete at the state level, and we have an opportunity to have a finalist and or a winner. My first year, I had a finalist for School-Related, and that was amazing. His name is Eric Hennick from Palm Point. Never shall forget that. And that was an amazing moment. And then there is an opportunity also to have a winner. I wasn't in charge, but at one time we have had a state winner, and her name is Carrie Wallachowicz. She's the principal at River's Edge.
Well, we're looking forward to this. Now, I also know that the Teacher of the Year has an honorary seat on the board of the foundation. We always look forward to the new Teacher of the Year joining the board. You've been a board member for a number of years. And I want to thank you for your contribution. You're a great board member. You're a great leader. This is not only a fun event, it's a very important event. It's a signature event for the school district. And I just want to thank you because the foundation is really privileged to be the donor of all of the effort. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming. You do a terrific job. So we'll see Candace and we'll see all of the school district folks over at Lincoln Park Academy on Saturday, February the 20th. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
Thank you to Candace Stone for taking time out from her busy schedule to be here and to tell us about the Night of the Stars. The Night of the Stars event also has many sponsors, and I just wanted to recognize a few of them. Our title sponsor this year is HMH, Houghton, Mifflin, and Harcourt, and Shirley Mills and the St. Lucie County team has been a big supporter of the St. Lucie Education Foundation for many years. I also want to thank our sponsors, Kaiser University, Morgante, Seacoast Bank, AT&T, Ken and Eileen Pruitt and family, Publix Charities, and Florida Prepaid College Foundation. And there's more to come. So we'll hear more about the Night of the Stars in our next program. I'd also like to mention that this segment of the program is underwritten by Florida Prepaid College Foundation, and it's now open season or open enrollment for parents who wish to prepay a college foundation education on a monthly basis. And if you're looking to prepay your child's college education, log on to myfloridaprepaid.com, and many plans start at just as low as $46 a month if you start early. Now, we also heard about Night of the Stars, and I want to go into the calendar and talk about some of the other things that are happening in early 2016. We're starting in early 2016 in February our annual membership drive, and this is a matching funds drive to help raise money for our grant program. As I mentioned earlier, grants to our teachers, our schools, is a major part of our programming effort. And every year the state of Florida provides an opportunity for us to raise money, and there's a dollar-for-dollar match up to a limited amount, and this year it's $60,000. So we're going to have an annual membership drive, and we're going to raise $60,000 locally and then match that against the state funding of $60,000. So we're looking to raise a total between now of February and April $120,000. And as I said, these funds will be used for our grant program, which really begins later on in 2016. And we're going to have actually tours this year of some of the schools' program. So we're going to invite the public to jump on the bus and take a tour of a school to look at a program that's been funded by the foundation and hopefully encourage the private sector to make a pledge. And you can make a pledge by going online at efslc.org, and you can make a pledge on a one-time basis, any dollar amount. You can make a pledge on a monthly basis, and we're still doing our TAL program. So if you make a pledge of $25 per month, you'll have an opportunity to receive a real nice TAL. And we also provide scholarships to students, and we're encouraging all students who are graduating this year to log on to our website to take a look at our scholarship program. We're encouraging you to first reach out to your guidance counselor and then take a look at the guide that's online, and this will give you a preview of the scholarships that you might be able to apply for. And also, I wanted to mention in early 2016 and starting on February 26th is the county fair. And the county fair is a great opportunity to have a lot of fun, but in our program book, our coupon for classroom books that we've been selling, and you can purchase it online, you'll have an opportunity to buy the book for $20 And on the second page, there are 4 coupons for $5 each, and you can get your $20 back just by visiting the fair and using those coupons. It's a great way to have fun at the fair, support the foundation, and just have a lot of fun. So just log on to our website. You can purchase the books right online. This year we're also going to sell the books at the fair, and what you can do is stop by our booth at the fair. You can buy the book. We'll even hold the book for you, and we'll have it waiting for you at the Will Call Center. So it's a great way to save money and support the foundation. And finally, I wanted to mention the early part of this year, on March 4th, we're going to be a benefactor for a country music concert that's going to be at the Inlet. And you want to visit ticketfly.com. And this country concert is sponsored in part by our friends at Jacquin & Sons. So we're starting off the year with a big program, Night of the Stars, an annual campaign, the fair, and a concert at the Inlet. And in our next program, we're going to talk more about our scholarship program, which ends on March 18th. So thank you very much.